He always calling me for paper cause he know I'm the trail. Now I'm eating my McDonald's, I was fresh out of jail. Now I made it out of chunk, at least I know I'm up, boy, thump. Like my neighbors jumping up a pum, boy, I bump. In that Billy Strong, he ain't know he ain't thump. He just grabbed the pump and made it go dumb. Got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a pump cause he got no. Homie say trippin' cause I got no funds. Homie got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun. Boy, I got a bump with ain't not fun.
I'm an airport baby, I'm too fly to count. Counting the cash, yeah, it's too high to count. I'm pretending with a fake, yeah, they too fake to doubt. Acting like they are what they not for their clout. They just suckin' my blood, they can love what you count. Flowing like water. Three with the smiles, all the ops gonna pout. They all in the sewers and south in the clouds. I'ma stay down till the sound, till the sound, till the sound. On the floor till the struts, bill, get it with the pen till the struts. Got no paper, told him quit the pocket watch.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paycor Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Eagle defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Now it's Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice. Yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now 2nd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Bengals nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. They'll toss this right side to Moss. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Here is 3rd and 5. Burrow will throw. Got a man open. It's Chase. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going to run for it. It's Moss. And shedding through the tackle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code on that one, didn't he? Deciding to go for it right there.
Oh, yeah. Your side of the field, this stage of the game, you're supposed to punt the football. He said, who cares? I'm going to light the book on fire.
Yeah, analytics, everyone else, be warned. He's coming for you.
They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. First down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Nice job there of getting him down, and Huff is already making his presence felt in Philadelphia after joining them this offseason following an impressive 10-sack season with the New York Jets.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. And the tight end goes in motion left. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good. And they're on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to win that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they can't bring him down. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second and 10. Hurts. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Hurts. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, up was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll run here with Moss. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Stuck for the loss by Devin White. That's a microcosm of how it's gone for their rushing game so far this year. 29th in the league on the ground.
Yeah, it's a great illustration of what we're seeing, because these problems go back to the offensive line. You can't give guys free access to your backfield. Can't let these free runners come and get them, because free runners turn into free hitters.
11.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. In motion left is Higgins. Now Burrow. Throw left side complete to Chase. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. In motion left, the tight end. 3rd and goal, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And just shutting him off there. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Here's Braden Mann now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
On one, ready?
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. Unable to corral him. He fights through. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play.
Now a give running left with Moss.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. In motion right, Campbell.
To throw again on 2nd down.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Third and 5.
They're going to look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And the Bengals grab it. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the line. A little kick.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and sticks.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Open man is Chase, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Burrow bats it forward. It's a jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
2nd and 10. We're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? Burrow will throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
11.
And Chase will go in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-2. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
And everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Hurts sets up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 48 yards.
And the Eagles have retaken a 3rd quarter lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Forced out to his left. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Khalil Shakir, 45 yards. And the Bengals have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Hurts. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You better find a way to try and block this guy because he's one of the most disruptive pass rushers in the NFL. Recorded at least 13.5 sacks in 3 of the last 4 seasons, including a career best 17.5 a year ago.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Hurts. Under pressure, and they got to him again. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they go play action now. Burrow
looking deep here for Chase.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. They will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. So we'll get the penalty all sorted out when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are right back in this football game.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Running left, it's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Going for the deep ball.
Now Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And the Bengals are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
They'll start things on the ground, but now this is going to be a reverse. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
And he'll find Chase on the right side complete.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He's got a man complete. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown.
Jamar Chase
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. First carry for Kenneth Gainwell.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. In motion right, Campbell. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's fourth down.
The kick by Elliott is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has this now at a 1-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Burrow.
This one caught downfield by Higgins. Now inside the 25. T. Higgins.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
T. Higgins.
84 yards.
And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line.
No surprise he was targeted on that play because you and I both know quarterbacks like guys who can catch the ball, but they actually expect that. They love the guys who do something with it after the catch.
Impressive making him miss on that tackle attempt. He'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Second down, goal to go. They'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here we go with Burrow. And he is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a tick, tick.
Here we go.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to...
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And here on 3rd down, your number 1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
This one complete down the field to Goddard.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Bengals, a loss would have really hurt, but as it stands, it's an important win as they move to 3-5 on the year. And